was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you for
What the hell? Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Check 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 check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Internationally United Formula One. Here we are at having our round one of our realistic division. Everybody's in the pits, picking their setup. Oh, man. Here we have William, one of our top drivers in the Williams. On for his outlap with Rocket just behind him and the RB, Warbird, and the Aston. And here we are on board with William, starting his fast lap. Coming to the end of sector 2. Godly pulling in pole position with the 110. William just behind them off 4/10. Rocket coming into the last turn. And Rocket just coming in 3/10 slower, just a little bit than William, but taking P2. Warbird in with the 111, coming in at P4. Kogo at P6. Over here we have Mr. Allen on his fast lap. KBT starting his fast lap. Mr. Allen coming on the last turn. Will it be enough? Just off by a little bit, but he's going to take P2. In with a purple sector for sector 3. Here we have Chrism finishing sector 1, entering sector 2 with a purple on sector 1. Coming into the last turn of Sector 3. And Chrism taking P6. Here we have Hamilton in the Haas. Oh, a little slide. Is this gonna ruin his time? Just barely. Taking P6, P3. TXT. Coming up on the last turn. Oh, I don't think he's gonna take it. He's running slower than the rest. And he's gonna be in P10. P10. Let's go on board with Gary and the Williams. Oh, he's in the pit. Grade 8 in the Mercedes, excuse me. On his outlap. Grade Ace with a purple sector in Sector 1. Halfway through Sector 2. We have a caution. Coming up to the last turn with another caution. Great Ace and P15. What about NT Da? He might be able to take it. And he takes P1! Over here we have Rocket in the V's Cash App. Chrism out in the Alpine. Sub-Zero. Back to Sub-Zero and the Mercedes. Ooh. We have a McLaren that's stuck in the middle of the field. AJ is blocking people. He needs to get out of there before he causes an accident into the gravel. There we go. That would have been bad. We're chasing Aston. That was too late. Red Bull pulling into the pits. AJ starting his fast lap. Hopefully he can make up for the accident that he was in earlier. Let's go on his onboard, see if he can get out of P17. See if AJ can make something of this lap. He's got all this clean air coming onto the last turn. And it just wasn't fast enough. Here we have the other McLaren, KBT. We have WBA. Just not fast enough. KBT coming to finish strong. Moves up to P10. Oh, we have Sub-Zero out here in the track. Look like we have some front wing damage. He's gonna have to go into the pits for this one, folks. Now here we have one of our top contenders, Kogo, out in the Visa Cash App, going on his out lap while everybody else is in the pits. He's gonna take advantage. Starting on his out lap. And we have a caution for sector 2. The green flag. We got to go ahead. Kogo here pushing his Visa Cash App as hard as he can. Take that pole position. Is it going to be enough? Here we are to the last turn. Just not enough. Here we have Prism and his Alpine. And just not enough. Looks like NT Da is gonna take the pole position. Here we have MFG in the Ferrari. little too hard on the brakes there. It looks like he started to slow down. I think he gave up on this lap. Oh yeah, he definitely did. Everybody's back on the track to get one more lap in to take that pole position. And here we have Kogo out on the side of the road, waiting for everybody to pass by so he could get back on the road. Williams starting his fast lap. Here we have Brewdog, just not fast enough. Rocket starting his hot lap. Hamilton unable to make it. Oh man. Boys, definitely not doing that. Already coming to the end of qualifying. Warbird unable to make a jump in his position. He'll be staying in P5. And we have a McLaren out there. And KBT just barely able to make it. And that's it for qualifying, folks.
Was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection. She was out of the door. Don't was a fella from Grindr. 'Cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone. Pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find a shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold.
And here we are with the start. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, welcome to Internationally United Formula One. And here we have NTE starting at pole and keeping the position with Williams, one of our top drivers, just behind them in the Williams. And Kogo, one of our greatest Portuguese drivers that we have on the grid, right there in third. Looks like we have a battle in the front. Oh! Oh, and we have chaos with Gary. Oh, it was Chrism in the Alpine who lost control out in the middle of the field. Almost slid into a barrier. Rocket moving up to P6 from P7. Rocket moving up more. Looks like... Oh. Looks like Brewdog just lost control of his Aston. Well, he's back on track now. He's gonna be in the last. He's gonna be last of the grid. NT in the Alpine. Williams just behind them. Kogo in third. Looks like we're going to have a good fight for top 3. These gentlemen are already over a second ahead. And we have a safety car. We have a safety car. Looks like Godley was in an accident. He lost his whole front wing. One lap into the race and we're already into a safety car. We can expect a couple more safety cars if it begins to rain. And there we have people switching onto their second compound already. The overcast isn't looking good, folks. Looks like we will be getting some rain in this race. So don't expect this to be the last safety car. Here we are with the grid getting ready. Safety car in this lap. And we're off. We have Gary moving up from P14 to P13. Oh, man! And be traded, spins out on the hards. Still has his front wing. No damage that I can tell. That was a close one. Oh! And we have the McLaren and the Sauber fighting. It looks like Mr. Allen got pushed off into the grass. And we have MFG taking Gary. Oh! It looks like the Sauber is just not having his luck. Mr. Allen here getting pushed off of the track. That's the second time already. And in the same lap. No penalty. Hamilton in the Haas. Prison looking for that Red Bull to make a mistake so he could pass him. And it looks like Chrism is getting passed by Gary. Gary making moves with the Williams. And here we have AJ in the McLaren, just behind the other McLaren. Let's see, folks. Is he going to be racing for himself, or is he going to try and work with his team? And here comes the DRS. And he passes KBT. And Great Ace just behind KBT in the Mercedes. Gary with another pass, moving up to P9. What's going on with this chaos, folks? This Sauber is not having luck. Mr. Allen looking past that Red Bull. Goyes is not giving him the space, though. Onto the outside, and he gets passed by the Haas. Too much of a turn for there. He lost some ground, and Hamilton takes P11. And then NTE takes the first position back from William. Here they are, coming to the end of Sector 2. Here's the DRS. This wasn't enough. We have a 5-man pack in the front. Mr. Allen taking P11. And here goes William. Passing NTE. NTE coming in hot. Not wanting to give that position up. William just behind NTE. And that could have been chaotic. Those two were side by side and they almost touched tires. Kogo and the Visa Cash App. Kogo just staying behind, looking for them to make a mistake so that he could take that front position. Warbird trying to put pressure on Kogo. Oh. I believe we have something that happened to the Red Bull. Maybe not. Back to the battle in the front. Prison moving up to P11. Mr. Allen taking P9 from Gary. On board on William. Here for the chase. Coming for the hunt. Looking to take that front position from NTE. We're 10 laps down with 26 to go. Here comes the rain. And with the rain coming down, eventually the grid is going to have to pull in and switch to wets. Or intermediates. Depending how heavy this rain comes. And it looks like it's going to be heavy. William in for the pass. Just almost. NTE is not giving him that room. Warbird falling a little bit back off of Kogo. And Rocket just behind Warbird. Looks like they're starting to switch off into intermediates. Oh, and Williams slides. And he loses a position. Can he gain it back? And he takes it back. Back to P2. Saying, not today. This is my race, guys. Here we are. Both Visa Cash Apps. One behind the other. Are they going to be able to work together to take this front position and get a 1-2 finish? Warbird in the lead. Will he pull into the pits? Warbird staying out. Williams staying out. This is a gamble. NTE went in to change into intermediates, and he's only in P11. Is it going to be enough for him to get back to top? As he moves up to P10. Looks like Gary's going to be the only one going on wets on this one. NTE not far behind from the front of the pack here in his intermediates. Here we have Warbird coming up to the last turn of Sector 3. These boys want to play and get wet. They are not pulling into the pit. A little slippage. They must be hoping for a safety car. William out in P1 with Warbird just behind them in the Aston. Looks like Grade A split up the RBs and is now in P4. NT moving up to P9. Rocket taking P4 back. Warbird coming a little too close for comfort to William. And here they come, pulling into the pits. Just about time. And it looks like Rocket and Great Ace stay out. Rocket losing P1. And Great Ace taking the lead. Be traded. He is out of the race. And finally, they get their safety car. But it's a virtual safety car. Is it going to last long enough for them to be able to pull in to the pits? Only have 4 drivers out that haven't switched to intermediates. And there we have Great Ace pulling into the pits. KBT. And Chrism, the last 4 that needed to pull into the pits. And NTE taking the lead. NTE 5.5 seconds away from the next person behind him, and it looks like he made the right choice and when he should have changed his tires. Warbird just behind William. And Great Ace making the pass on Rocket. Here in P4. Let's go on board with AJ as he's trying to pass Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen not having the best luck in the beginning of the race, but it looks like he was able to move out of that funk and get into P9. Looks like AJ is losing his grip and just unable to close that gap between him and Mr. Allen. On board with Rocket as he goes to try and pass Great Ace. And this rain is not making it easy for anybody right now, as it is pouring on the track. And it looks like this raid might be useful for William, as he's able to gain a second and a half in just 2 laps from NTE. Oh, a little slippage. And we have exceeding track limits for Goys. And Hamilton in the pits. NTE taking it a little bit too slow, with William just behind him, closing that gap. DRS is disabled, y'all. Again, folks, if you are just joining us, welcome to Internationally United Formula 1, as we are starting our round 1 of Season 9 with our realistic division. Looks like the RBs are pushing strong to get past that Mercedes. On board with Chrism as he's trying to catch up to KBT. It looks like KBT is not letting him close that gap. And just behind them, Mr. Allen in the Sauber, finally away from the chaos, but he needs a push to make it through this through this race. Here we have Sub-Zero in the Mercedes, and P11. Godley in the Ferrari, and P12. Goys in the Red Bull, and P13. Gary in the Williams with Brewdog just behind them. Hamilton in the Haas here in P16, almost losing his grip on the first turn in Sector 1. And then we have MFG in the Ferrari in P18 with the front of the pack catching up to him. And it looks like William has almost closed that gap with NTE. NTE is still trying to push it with the Alpine, but the Williams is just behind them. And we're on board with William as he is trying to attack NTE. NTE starting off with the rain in the front of the pack with 5.5 second gap. And here we are with William, who brought it down to a 1.3. Warbird chasing William. Let's go on board with Rocket. Rocket trying to pass Great Ace. Go just behind Rocket. Boys taking P12 from Godley as Godley's in the pits. Throwing off the softs, getting ready for this rain to go away. Is he making the right decision, though? And here we have Godley with the switch. I think that was a little bit too soon to throw the softs on. Oh, into the wall. Do we have some damage? And we have some damage, some front wing damage. Well, I don't think that going on the softs was the right choice at this moment, because this rain is coming heavy for Godley. And it looks like he's going to have to pull into the pits again to get that wing replaced. remind you folks, if he's able to overtake NTE, there's no DRS due to the rain, and he's gonna have to. NTE is gonna have to hope that it stops. Here they are, catching to the back of the pack again. And Gary lets NTE through. Gary lets William through. So we have Hamilton here coming close to Brewdog. And it looks like Godley switched back to the intermediates. He's almost about to pass him. Oh, and he pulls into the pit. Goyes pulls into the pit. And Hamilton takes it. NTE pushing these intermediates as far as he can with 10 laps left and 14 laps on these tires. William just behind him with Warbird just behind William. And we have Krizov gaining on KBT, be able to pass that McLaren. Looks like it won't be happening this round. William just waiting for his perfect opportunity to take P1. Oh, and it looks like NTE crashes into the wall. 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. And he changes his wing out. And Warbird takes the lead. William. I don't know what happened with William or NTE. It looks like they're out of the race. Virtual safety car. Warbird pulls into the pits, coming in hot. And he avoids the penalty. I don't know what happened to NTE or William, but it looks like they are out of the race. Kogo coming out on some fresh intermediates. And we have the safety car out. And it looks like William and NT are out of the race, as NT was trying to pull into the pits and William was trying to pass him on the outside, and they collided and caused an accident. And here we have Warbird reaping the reward here in P1, with Kogo in P2, Rocket in P3. on Brewdog with a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. MFG taking over Gary. Safety is in this lap. Safety is in this lap. And then we have Warbird. MFG with the exceeding track limits penalty. Warbird giving the space from the safety car to build up that speed around that corner. Both RBs looking like they're ready to attack. And we're off. Warbird keeping a strong pace in the lead. Boys going for P10, coming on the inside. Oh, and just behind them is Hamilton in the Haas, and he overtakes him to take P11. Up ahead, we have Sub-Zero looking to take that position from AJ. Mr. Allen looking to get past that RB. Mr. Allen was not having a great race in the beginning of it, where he's been pushed off the track 2, I believe maybe 3 times already. And here he is in P4, making it to the front of the grid, going on the inside. Unable to take it, but that was a close one. This race isn't over for Allen, folks. He's looking to get on that podium. Into the inside. Unable to take it. He is not letting that RB breathe, folks. He is closing that gap, and he is looking to take it. And we have Great Ace in the Mercedes looking to get past that Alpine. Mr. Allen over here like a real Oscar Piastri, and he's attacking from the inside. Unable to take it. This man is giving Rocket the battle of his life for that podium position. Kogo closing that gap. Is he able to take P1 from Warbird? Here we have just 3 laps left. Mr. Allen pushing pressure on Rocket. Going on the inside. And he's able to take it. And there he goes in P3, folks. In the Sauber. Mr. Allen. I swear, this man deserves driver of the day, as he's worked his way from the back of the grid to P3. Hamilton with corner cutting over here. 3-second penalty. Sub-Zero taking the position from the McLaren. Both Mercedes, P7, P8. Goy is looking to take that position from AJ. Comes on the inside. Takes it, but loses. Putting pressure on AJ. But, oh, and a spin out. AJ's out. Goys loses part of his wing with just 2 laps left. And AJ trying to hang in there and get back in it. Hopefully there's not too much damage to him. Mr. Allen coming in behind Kogo. And it looks like Kogo has lost a lot of time. All AJ has to do is keep his position, keep his pace, and he's able to pull P2. 2 laps left, folks. Mr. Allen trying to work that inside. He's already got 1 RB with the trick. Can he do it again to the second RB? Attacking on the inside. And he takes it into P2. I'm telling you, folks, driver of the day here. Here with the Sauber. Now on the pursuit to the Aston. 2.5 seconds. Can Warbird keep his pace? And here we are at the end, folks. Warbird in the lead. With a clean finish for P1. Warbird for P2. Mr. Allen. P3. Rockets. P4. KBT. Chrism in P5, Great Ace in P6, Sub-Zero in P7, Kogo in P8, Goys in P9, MFG P10, AJ taking P11, and here we have Brewdog coming up to the last turn of Sector 3 to take P12. And DRS enabled while everybody's finishing their last lap. What a joke. Thanks, stewards. And here we have Gary in P13 and Hamilton in P14 and Godley P15. Again, folks, thank you for joining us at Internationally United Formula One. Great Ace takes driver of the day, but we all know who the real driver of the day was, moving in from the back of the pack into P2. I'm going to have to give that one to Mr. Allen, folks.